All right, welcome to Head to Head, a special round of digital press conferences ahead of British boxing's return this Friday night, live on BT Sport. Now, one of the really intriguing scraps on the card is the WBO European Super Welterweight title clash between Hamzah Sheeraz on the left of your screen. He's 10-0, he's from Ilford in London. And the challenger on the right of the screen, Paul Kean from Dundee, Scotland, former Scotland area champion and a former Celtic champion. Gents, welcome. How are we?
I'm all good. Yourself, Dev?
Good stuff. First question, and this is to both of you. Now, this fight was initially scheduled for the Daniel Dubois-Joe Joyce show back in April. I remember speaking to Joe Joyce, and he talked about how ahead of the April date, he was in the shape of his life. He went out to Vegas. He was really, really up for it, and he was just peaking at the perfect time. How had your preparation gone, and how gutted were you that April date was pulled? I'll come to you first, Hamzah.
To be honest with you, Dev, I don't think it's made that much of a difference because every camp, for example, I don't really go into camp because I'm always training. I'm always like ready. But I've stayed in shape, and listen, like I said, come Friday, I'll be more than ready, man. And me having an extra camp or having two camps back to back, it won't make a difference either way, because if anything, the only thing it would make is my knowledge. Anything I'll be learning about my knowledge, and anything he's bringing fight night, I'll be more than ready for.
And how did you react to the delay, Paul? Did it help you? Did it hinder you?
To be honest, it's been good for me because, like you say, I train. I've got a full-time gym and I work all the time and that as well. You know what I mean? So the lockdown and that's been perfect for me because I've been able to train as a professional basically for the first time. So couldn't have worked out any better, to be honest, for me.
Well,
but, like I say, I was ready for the April fight anyway. But like I say, it's just gave me more time to prepare. And like I say, it's been a plus for me, to be honest.
Sounds like we're going to get the best Paul Kean and the best Hamzah Sheeraz. Question for you, Hamzah. This is your first fight as a champion. You picked up that WBO European title in your last fight. Do you feel this is a new stage in your career, a new chapter where you're slowly turning from prospect to contender?
Yeah, no, 100%. You hit the nail on the head there. When I fought Ryan Kelly for the title, it was different because, like you said, you're still a contender. You're still a prospect. But now I've got the belt. I think if anything, it's given me a bit more hunger because I don't want to lose it. I don't want to lose my position, and it's made me train. Obviously, I know it's cliche, but it's made me train a lot harder, and it actually has. Because like I said, you don't want to lose a belt. Once you got something in your position, you realise how much it actually means to you and how valuable it actually is. So, like I said, I'm definitely not going to let that go, man.
And Paul, did you watch Hamzah's win over Ryan Kelly?
Yeah, I've watched it. Yeah, me and the team have watched it a few times. Yeah, so obviously I've sparred with Ryan and that as well before. He's a good boy, so that was a good win for him, definitely. But like I say, I'm confident in my ability as well. Like the Southpaw style for me is going to work well, and me and my team are more than confident of coming down and doing the business.
Is it fair to say this is the biggest fight of your career, Paul? You've picked up a couple of titles as well. You've only fought in Scotland. Is this the big one?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's a big opportunity for me, and I'm ready to take it with both hands. 100%. Like I say, I've been around this fight game for a long time. You know what I mean? I was a kickboxer before I was a boxer and that. You know what I mean? So I'm well experienced in the fight game. So yeah, I'm happy to take these opportunities. Definitely.
I want to just talk a little bit about activity. Now, Hamzah, you say, the delay has helped you, but you haven't fought since November 30th last year. You're used to fighting. You probably would have already had a couple of fights by now in a normal year. You usually fight 4 or 5 times a year. So you're really thinking that having not fought in almost 7 months is not going to be a problem for you heading into this fight?
Yeah, no, not at all, Dev, because I know sparring is not the same as fighting, but I've been sparring, I've been training, I've been ticking over, and obviously the virus coming around has not helped nothing, has it? But yeah, man, I'm not really bothered. I'm more than confident in my abilities, and I always will be. So regardless if it would have been a year, 2 years, come in the ring, you'll get the same, or you'll get a better Hamzah Sheeraz than you did November 30th.
And Paul, you're actually one of the lucky ones. You squeezed a fight in this year. Is that going to be a factor?
No, like you're saying, it's a fight's a fight, you know what I mean? Doesn't it? I think it's just as long as your preparation before the fight's good, then definitely. don't believe in ring rust or anything like that, you know what I mean? So, no, definitely not. I think we'll just both put on a good show, definitely.
And you've been utilising Zoom. You're a PT as well, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you know what? It's been good actually, to be honest. Obviously, still needing a bit of an income to come in. You know what I mean? It's been obviously just to keep my gym on the go as well. You know what I mean? Keep everyone interested. I've just opened up a new gym, so that was obviously a bit of a nightmare. The crossover of the lockdown and that, but like I say, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But the Zooms went well. It was a bit weird at first, to be honest. I felt a bit awkward and that on it, but it's been alright now, to be honest. I've quite enjoyed it, to be honest. It's been good.
Yeah, and it's brought us all together today, so thank you, Zoom. Hamzah.
Yep.
Normally, your fans, right? They're crazy. They're chanting your name. They're cheering every punch. I'm hearing them sing things like "Sheeraz on fire," the other boxers terrified. Like it's crazy, right? They're not going to be there on Friday night.
Yep.
Is that going to affect you?
You know what? Not at all, because the whole buzz, obviously, while you're fighting that, you get the buzz and everything. But the whole buzz of my fans is after my fight, after I get the win, I go see everyone, say hello and everything. But like at the end of the day, it's just going to be me and Paul in the ring smashing each other's faces in. Do you know what I mean? So regardless of who's outside the ring, it's not going to change anything. And yeah, man, and he's probably used to boxing on small shows. So if anything, it plays in his favour. Do you know what I mean? It plays in his favour. But listen, come fight night, we'll see how keen Paul really is, man.
How keen are you, Paul?
Good pun there, well done. I'm ready to go, you know what I mean? Like I say, it's the behind closed doors, it's a fight, you know what I mean? Because two people in the ring fighting, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. It could be in your back garden, it could be in the street, it could be any place, you know what I mean? A fight's a fight to me. So I'm happy. Like I say, I'm happy with the opportunity and I'm looking forward to that, definitely.
It does feel like there are things that have worked in your favour there, where if this fight had happened in April at the O2 Arena, he would have had a massive mob of Hamzah Sheeraz Team HS fans there. They would have cheered his every shot. It could have influenced the judges. Things like that could have been going on. That's completely stripped away now. Do you feel as though that is an advantage?
No, well, I just like to say a fight's a fight. I think like once you're in there, you're in there. Do you know what I mean? I was looking forward to coming out to the O2. You know what I mean? That's the sort of stuff you dream of, you know what I mean? But when you get these opportunities and then a coronavirus comes around, you can't be helped, you know what I mean? But yeah, definitely, I'm ready to go wherever it is, definitely.
Question for both of you then. Like, it's been a while since British boxing's been on. It was like mid-March was the last fight. This is the first show back. You're quite high up the card on the first show back. You'll have a great TV time and there'll be a lot of intrigue from fans watching this. What's it going to look like in a studio? What's it going to be like behind closed doors? British boxing fans don't know yet. Have you given that much thought that you're actually in a position here where you're going to get a lot of attention? It's one of the first fights back.
Yeah, no, listen, the other day, the West Ham game or Everton game, I think they got something like 7 million viewers. And to be honest with you, it weren't a good game. But do you know what I mean? I would say we need to like promote the fight and everything to get viewers, but the viewing's going to be high as it is. So at the end of the day, Paul just got to tell me he's going to spark me out right now when we get the viewers. Do you know what I mean?
Paul, have you got anything to say to Hamzah on the back of that?
Not really, no. But like I said, like I've watched a few of the UFC events and that, and like the feedback from them online and that looks like people have still enjoyed it. You know what I mean? Because the football's been a bit different.
Now, Paul, I've seen you quoted as saying that Hamzah is a good fighter, but he hasn't been tested yet. Why are you the man to test him?
I just think I'm well experienced, like I said. I've been in this game a long time. 27-year-old, I'm ready to go. Like I say, I'm going to take everything I've got into this fight and put it all in. I mean, this is a big opportunity for me. I'm not going to miss it, definitely.
You're 27 years old. He's just turned 21 quite recently. Is this man versus boy?
No, don't think so. You know what I mean? When I was 21, I was a fully grown man. You know what I mean? I was fighting fully grown men as well. But I just think a bit more mental strength in that. You know what I mean? Definitely. You know, like I say, this is the best physically and mentally I've been prepared ever. You know what I mean? This has been for me building 5-year-old. You know, I've been fighting since I was that young. You know what I mean? So, like I say, I'm well prepared for this.
Hamzah, do you agree that you haven't been tested yet?
I think the Ryan Kelly fight was a hard fight, because if you look, it was dead even going into the 6th round, and if that fight was presented to most people at that stage in your career, they wouldn't have took it. But listen, that's past me now. I've got to look forward to Friday now, and yeah, man, I'm looking forward to getting in there. And Paul says he's going to test me, so we'll see what he's going to bring, what exactly going to bring. But listen, I've been grinding forever since I was 8 years old for this. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not going to let it slip out of my hands, and I'm coming to knock him out, basically.
Well, that's brings me on to my next question, because you're on a streak. You've knocked out your last 4 in a row, but Paul's never been stopped. So how confident are you that you can actually knock this man out?
I'm not going for the stoppage, obviously. I'll just go for a win, regardless of what's going to happen. But Ryan Kelly didn't get stopped. Do you know what I mean? So, do you know what I mean? That's a perfect example there. He never got stopped. But I'm not saying he's a Ryan Kelly at all. I'm not saying that. But obviously, he's a different fighter. But listen, I know I may look like all skin and bones and everything, but come in the ring, when they feel the first couple of punches, they realise what I'm actually all about.
And Paul, how can you ensure you're not just another victim on this KO streak of Hamzah Sheeraz? Are you looking for the stoppage yourself?
I'm just coming for the win. Like I say, whatever way that happens, it happens. You know what I mean? If I get a stoppage, great. If I win on points, great. You know what I mean? I'm just there to get the win, 100%.
All right, final prediction, Hamzah. How do you see this playing out?
I'm not going to say how, because I don't want to jinx myself, because the last time I did that, I won the fight by 1 round in my second fight, so I ain't doing that. But definitely a win, and a win in spectacular fashion, Dev.
Paul?
Definitely a win, and a big upset, definitely. I'm going to come down there and wrap up the playbook, definitely.
And now the fighters will face off. Look at this. Hamzah Sheeraz, Paul Kean, this Friday night live on BT Sport. Look at that height difference. Goodness me, that we did hear about a height difference. Look at that. All right, gents. Good stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, who looked away first? Oh, it was Paul Kean. Gents, thank you so much for joining me today. And I'm really looking forward to this fight on Friday night. And, yeah, good luck to both of you.
Thank you very much.